Hello and welcome to another Midnight Technician recap. So in this recap, we're going to talk a little bit about what was done in the previous video on the live stream. We're going to take a look at what we've done with Kafka and take a look at the project where we're at. So if that interests you, make sure you got that full cup of coffee and let's dive on in.
All right, so yesterday we produced it, stuck it into the Kafka queue, and it was there to be consumed. So now, today, we are going to take a look at how we can pluck that out and consume it and use our existing infrastructure to just create a customer now that we've had somebody registered. So let me jump to the back end here and turn on all of our services. Let them load up. All right, so front end, we have it producing Kafka events, or producing Kafka events and tie into the topics. If you missed that video, rewatch it. Back end is on. Turn the front end on just to have it on. And so in here in our authorization service, this is where we are producing the Kafka event, and we are no longer using the HTTP requests that we were using in the past. So if we jump back to somewhere here, you can see that we used to be taking a REST client, making an HTTP request, and then validating whether or not some stuff was successful. So because we wanted to know if it was successfully sent to the back end, and we wanted to know. We've replaced all of that with just a simple Kafka event. So we created an event of a user registration, passing in the DTO object that we just created, and then we simply send it off to the Kafka topic. So here we can see the topics. There's a user register. There is one message in the queue. That was our message from yesterday. So if we clear that topic, just clear a queue, we do have a producer now that I will run over on the back end. But just know that this is the front end, and this is how we replaced our HTTP request to create a new customer. So now if we hop on over into the back end, there is the Kafka config, which is very similar to the front end. Very, very similar. In fact, I believe it's identical because we have this user event is again just a user event, so it's whenever a user is registered. Our consumer config is set up similar to our producer config, just taking in. Well, the only thing different is the group ID that we're listening to. Our producer is basically identical to the one in the front end. And if we look into services, we now have a customer listener. Hop into here. This is where we listen to the event. So here's where we set this up as a service. We set this up to have a Kafka template. The Kafka template is so that I can send off another event later. The idea here is that after a user is registered and we've created them, that we would kick off an email to welcome them to the. Here we tell it that we want to listen to the user registered, and if I open up this again, you'll see here the topic is user registered. So we're telling it here that the topics, so it will take in an array. You can pass in a single array or a singleton like I just did here, or you can slap this baby with an array um, and with curly brackets and slap in a couple of things. But I personally don't see the point of that because it's only single listening. We're only listening to one topic to do one thing. And the group ID that we're in is the customer service group because this is the customer's service. So down here in the consumer groups, you can see that we have our customer service listening to our user registered view or topic. So now, yes, it was just that simple. There wasn't a whole lot of configuration. There's absolutely nothing we changed in any of the other areas, aspects. There was nothing we changed inside of the customer. We just simply added a new listener service to it so that it listens to Kafka. We set up the Kafka configurations. And now if we double check our user profiles, you'll see that we have apparently myself. So we'll delete that. Go into customers. We'll also delete this so that there's no customers. And let's minimize this bad boy. Hop over to our website. Go to localhost. And let's register. Populate some data. Give it spell things right. And we just created an account. Just like before. Everything is good. But now, if we refresh, well, not that we'll see it because it would have already got consumed, but the message count is 1, because again, Kafka doesn't clear it by default. So we have 1 message that's been in there. And if we go to our backend, and if we refresh our user, you can see that we created the user. And if we refresh the customer, you can see that the customer was created as well. I'm going to need to take in a Kafka template. To be fair, I'm just going to copy this one. Copy and paste that bad boy in here. Now I can come down here and event equals new service ticket event. And we're just going to straight up pass in that body into my Kafka topic. We need to make another topic. Service ticket. Sure, I think that's right. I think that's what I used. Cool. And we'll copy this, jump back here, get rid of this, and we'll do Kafka topics, service ticket creation. There we go. Topic name. Get topic name. And we're also going to pass in body dot email. Oh yeah, the employee ID is the email address. That's right, I think. If not, we're passing in the employee ID. All right. Okay, so there was a little technical issue where after I came back from the break,
or the coffee break. Um, I was muted, so there was about an hour of me flopping around like a fish, getting some stuff done, creating the other consumers, having some errors and debugging through it. I was talking and explaining what I was doing, but unfortunately, I had um, forgot to unmute. So I do apologize for that. If you do want to watch that and speed up through as you can zip through it, there will be a link to the playlist or to the live stream up in the corners. So, as always, keep your curiosity open, your skills sharp, and your coffee cup full. I'll see you in the next one.